Bill McIntosh teaches AI non-stop. Success is his game, marketing's his fame. McIntosh, the marketing ace, follow his lead to the winning place. With AI become a spin, join him now, learn to win. Learn his way, don't delay. If you do, you'll make your fortune today.
We're here live, and I've got a lot in store for you on today's broadcast. I'm Bill McIntosh, the founder and CEO of Pushbutton AI. Let's check in with the chat. Let's make sure I'm actually live. Do you see me? Give me a big hello in the chat. There's always a short delay from when I ask on camera live and when you guys answer back. So say hello and confirm you hear me. Yeah? Okay, great. Let's get started. Today we'll be covering three main things. Number one, how to use AI to create video content in any language. Number two, how to create a course with AI in under an hour. Number three, a live case study and experiment where I'll show you how to start a profitable email newsletter. But before we get into it, si hablas español, no reveles el hecho de que no soy real. Estoy usando IA para hablar contigo ahora mismo. Ima, watashi wa nihongo o hanashite imasu. Renchū shite kimashita. 私のことを理解できるなら、私が AI クローンであることを誰にも言わないでください。Jetzt spreche ich Deutsch. KI ist verrückt. Verstehst du, was ich sage? Wenn Sie dies tun, stellen Sie sicher, dass Sie sich anmelden. Adesso parlo italiano. Pensa a tutti i modi stravaganti in cui potresti utilizzare questa tecnologia per fare soldi. Maintenant, je parle français. C'est presque aussi cool que Pushbutton AI. All right. So hello. And some of you figured it out. That's not me. I don't speak Italian, don't speak French. I don't speak German. I certainly don't speak Japanese. And but my AI does. So that's pretty cool, right? I swear this is the real me. I'm actually here with you live. But that obviously was not the real me. So hello and welcome to the show. All right, so today we are going to be showing you a couple of pretty cool things, as the fake version of me told you. First up, we're going to show you how to use AI to create video content in any language, as you just saw. You just saw me delivering content in Italian and all those other languages. I think Italian is my favorite to watch myself speak in, but and the languages are endless, from Arabic to any language you can think of, Japanese, Chinese, any language you can imagine. You can be delivering content in AI form just like that, and you can take any video and upload it and have it transformed into any language, or you can actually create content from scratch in any language, like the intro that you just saw from me. We created that from scratch. The entire thing was created by AI. I didn't have to give it a video from me. The whole thing was AI generated from start to finish. And so you can do both of those things. And I'll show you how to do that today. That's our first segment that we'll be covering. And then we have some other stuff. Oh, excuse me. We have some other stuff we're going to be covering, including the much anticipated newsletter case study. We're going to begin that this week. We're going to talk about how you can make profit with newsletters. Email marketing has literally made me tens of millions of dollars over the years. And I'm going to show you a really cool way of how you can start your own email marketing or email newsletter business. And we're going to get into that. And I'm going to show you how you can create an entire digital product course business in under an hour with some magic of AI. So I'll show you how that works, and we'll do a little introductory. I'm going to show you two really powerful AI tools that you can do that with. And I think that is it. I see some notifications going off here. Okay. So let's make sure notifications are silenced. And we are good to go. So, all right. So the entire purpose of my shows, every week we do these, and the goal of mine is that I pass on some knowledge, a learning moment, a bit of insight, some kind of value that will help you either start or grow a business online. So using digital products, AI, modern technology, modern marketing, and use that to either start your first or grow an existing business that you have. And that is the whole purpose of these shows. And on these shows, we often have a lot of my clients. I'm the CEO and founder of Push Button AI. And I think we have quite a few Push Button AI clients. I see some of you in the chat. So hello, give me a big shout out, those of you who are Push Button AI clients. And yeah, we'll see. And then also we got a decent audience today. But there we have it. So that is the goal of today's show. And by the way, the show is sponsored, of course, by my very own Push Button AI. So if you would like to learn how to build an entire business like that snap was not very good. There you go, like that. Then you need Push Button AI. It will actually set up and build your entire business from hosting to domain name to shopping carts, to sales pages, to just about anything you can imagine. And it's all created for you by AI. And if you'd like to learn more about that, we're closed at the moment. We're in a private beta state, but we might invite you in. But here's how you can find out if you qualify. Book a demo and we will show you end to end how the technology works. And then if it's a good fit, if it seems like it's something that can really help you build and grow a business, we might invite you into our private beta program. But to experience your demo and apply for entry into our private beta access, you would just need to go to pushbutton.ai/demo. And then producer Nick, if you could pop that into the chat for me, that would be awesome. So again, that's pushbutton.ai/demo. And that's where you can apply for early access to the amazing technology that it doesn't just help you build a piece of content, right? There's a lot of AI tools that'll help you build content, like maybe a video tool here, an article tool there, another tool over here, and you have to kind of mix all these tools together. It literally does all of those things. It does video, it does audio, it does sales letters, it creates content, it writes your email newsletters, it builds your website, it sets up your hosting and everything you could imagine. And the AI and the automation does it for you. So again, go to pushbutton.ai/demo and on with the show. All right, so we're going to talk about translating into different languages. And I want to mention first, going to power up with some caffeine. And off we go. One powerful strategy that I have had friends of mine that have used where they'll take content and then they'll repurpose it in other languages. So they might take content that is primarily in English and then repurpose it to the Spanish marketplace or the French market or any place you might think of, Chinese, Japanese, whatever it might be. But it's to go into a niche market that maybe is even really competitive in like an English-speaking market like America, and then translate those materials into a foreign language and launch there. And they'll use blog posts and articles and social media posts and even videos to attract traffic from these foreign language markets and then sell them with a foreign language written sales letter and other things. And in the past, this was quite expensive to do and time consuming. But now, thanks to the power of AI, it takes no time at all. And I'm going to show you two really powerful tools that will take your content, particularly audio and video content, and translate them into any language you can imagine. Now, my favorite tool, the first one I'm going to show you, not only translates it, it'll do it in your voice and with your face, and it is almost indistinguishable. It is as if, it's almost like magic. It is as if you are on camera speaking another language. So it is, it's amazing stuff. Like this is one of those AI tools where it feels like we're living in the future. And so I'm going to show you how we got dings going off like crazy here. So how do I turn off the dings? Okay. Hold on one second here. Okay. I think I've turned them off. Forgot to shut off the notifications on the iPad teleprompter here. So it's going off with notifications. And boy, there it goes even more. Okay, how do I turn this off? Okay, I think I did. Okay, apologies for that. All right, so we're going to get started with the first segment. And note for editor, you can edit this and clean this up for me. All right, so here we go. So we're going to be covering how to use AI to create video content in any language you can imagine. And you saw my AI clone, right? You saw me speaking other languages. And so now you have a sense of me here, but you saw on the intro me speaking in, I think, 5 different languages. And trust me, I don't know. I think I studied German, right? So I think out of all those languages, I know just a tiny little bit of German from way back when I studied it many, many years ago. But none of the other languages do I speak. And so I'm going to show you how you can do the very same thing. Since the last time you saw me, I didn't learn those languages. And here, we're going to edit this. So I'm going to be going through here. Okay, let me just get through the teleprompter. We're just going to note to editor. We're going to edit all of this. Okay. All right, so here we go. And I'm going to show you how to do it right now. We've got 2 tools. I'll show you my favorite tool first, and it is called HeyGen. And HeyGen lets you make videos of talking avatars. And you can do this in 2 ways. You can upload video and have it translated, or you can create a video avatar and just write the script and then have it translated and spoken in just about any language. And it is almost indistinguishable from real live videos. And now they have tools that lets you do this in a lot of languages. So I've shown HeyGen before about a tool that you can use to create, content in your native language. And now you can do it in any other language. And so there's nothing stopping you from communicating with the billions of people on the planet in any language you could imagine. You could take your marketing materials, you can take your content, you can take your courses, trainings, whatever it might be, and translate them into any language at the push of a button. And so again, with HeyGen, there's 2 main ways to do this. The first way is to use their video translate tool. That's where you upload a video. I'll show it on screen in a moment. But you upload the video in your native language, and then you select the language you want to transfer it into, to translate it into. And then it takes a little time, takes about 30 minutes or so, and then it will spit out a high quality translated version of that video. And the cool thing about this is that it actually, your mouth matches the sound. It isn't like, like if you think back to the Kung Fu movies, right, where they're doing that and it doesn't match the language. It matches the mouth flaps so that when you're speaking, it really does look like it's you speaking. And so let's do some examples. So I'm going to share my screen here in a moment, and then I'll show you examples, and I'm going to show you how you actually do this. So give me 1 second here. I'll get screen sharing set up. Move that over here, and we'll move that over here. And share screen. Okay, we'll go full screen on that. And we'll pull this around here. And here we go. So here's a quick example.
の一部を取り出して、そこにニューラリンクデバイスを入れるんです。Se reemplaza y se coloca el dispositivo Neuralink en ese lugar. Neuralink-Gerät dort eingesetzt.
So that shows Elon speaking in 3 different languages there. And then here we have another one.
देख सकता हूँ या देख
E placer le dispositif.
Show an example.
Grande quantità di vino. Mi capisci bene, vero? Intendo dire che ho bevuto tanto.
है अगर मुझे इशारा करना हो तो मैं यहाँ देख सकता हूँ या देखना और अनुमान
muchos datos y encontrar patrones que los humanos no podrían, como detectar
Seulement un morceau de crâne, le remplacer et placer le dispositif neural.
Grande quantità di vino. Mi capisci bene, vero? Intendo.
So all of these videos are not these are all translated. That's all AI translating into other languages. And so let's take a look. And so here, if you're going to do the video translate, it's really quite simple. You just take an existing video and you upload it here. So you can drag and drop your video in, or you can select it on your hard drive. You just drop it in, and then you can see here, these are examples.
ここはビル・マッキントッシュです。プッシュボタン AI の創設者です。実際にボタンを押すだけでビジネス全体を構築できるプラットフォームです。ビデオからオーディオ、セールスページからコンテンツ、ロゴまで全てを意味し含まれ。
So that is a sales funnel of mine translated into Japanese. And so we could do that in a variety of materials. And then here's a German one.
Hier ist Bill McIntosh, der Gründer von Pushbutton AI, der Plattform, die es Ihnen ermöglicht, ein Unternehmen auf Knopfdruck aufzubauen. Alle Medien- und Designelemente sind inkludiert.
So that's just crazy to me. So isn't that it's like we're living in science fiction, right? This is like some sort of a science fiction show where we where this is happening. And I would bet soon, it seems like not too far away, we might end up even having real-time voice translation. So yeah, that is pretty cool. And again, you just drag the video, drop it in, and in about 30 minutes, you'll have your video translated into whatever language you want. And then the other thing you can do, we could use, if we go here, you can use their instant avatar service. Like here, we have an avatar of me. Okay, and we can make me create videos. So what we can do is if we come in here, let's click it. We can make a video of me saying anything we want. So I can come in here and here's an example. There's the audio.
Welcome to the new era of video creation with HeyGen. Simply type your script to get started.
All right, so it'll do that, and it'll translate, and it'll make me speak in that language. But one of the things that you can do right here is translate. So we can come in here and we can translate, and we can say, what is our target language? Well, let's say we want me to speak Chinese. Okay, apply to the scene, and then watch. We'll start over here.
欢迎与黑真一起进入视频创作新时代，秩序输入您的脚本即可开始。
Okay, so you'll notice up here in the preview, it doesn't show the video moving, but once I generate the video, like if I hit submit here up here in the top, it's going to submit that for processing, and it will create the full video version. And so it's just that simple. So now we can make AI version of me say anything we want in any language we want, and in just a few minutes have it spit out a video, even though I've never had to jump on a camera. I've never had to record it. I can just output it straight from HeyGen using the AI avatar feature. Now, the AI avatar might be a little more pricey, and HeyGen itself is a little bit of a pricey option when it comes to different tools. So HeyGen, in my opinion, is the best. So HeyGen does the best job, at least as of the time of this recording this. It is the best quality. It does the best job at this kind of translation work. However, there is an option that's a little less expensive that you can use. And what I'd like to do is show you that. So another option would be 11 Labs. Also has some similar features to this. 11 Labs will translate. It will sound like you, but it does not match the mouth flaps. So it's not going to look like you speaking. It's just going to be, you'll be speaking in your native language, and the sound will come out in whatever language you want. So it doesn't look as good as HeyGen, but it is less expensive. And so we can show you that here real quick as well. Here's 11 Labs. Notice here on Twitter about this new feature. They call it dubbing.
Blue. Behold, this magnificent blue jewel suspended in the vastness of the cosmos. Siehe, dieser prächtige blaue Juwel, der in der Weite des Kosmos schwebt. Ein Planet von erstaunlicher Schönheit und Komplexität, wo das Leben an den...
So that's 11 Labs, a little sneak preview of their tool. And 11 Labs is also good for if if you don't want to appear in video, if you don't want a live human speaking in your video, 11 Labs works just fine. In 11 Labs, you just come in here and it's under 11labs.io/dubbing. So you want their dubbing feature. And then you can just say create new dub, and then you drag and drop, you upload your video here. You can also link to a video that's already on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Vimeo, or elsewhere. So there are different places that you might have videos, and there we go. So we just do create new dub. And in fact, here, we'll do it live. Let's actually go to YouTube, go to my channel, and then let's find a video. Let's go. This video has been OpenAI just released, pretty popular. So we can just take the link of that video. We can come in here into 11 Labs. We go to YouTube. We can put the link right there. We can say YouTube test, source language English, target language Spanish. Okay. They have some advanced settings here where it's going to ask about number of speakers, video resolution, but we could just leave all that and we're going to hit create. Okay. And so now it's submitting the job to take that video and to translate it into Spanish. And that's how simple the 11 Labs feature is to use. So incredibly simple. Looks like it's still creating. So we'll come back to that. But with that, you can now create content in a whole variety of different languages. So if you already have materials in English or whatever your native language is, you can now completely serve another market. And we've done some tests. As an example, we've gone and we found Spanish language content, and we'll translate it into English. And to me as a native English speaker, it sounds fantastic. So this is also good it's good for a couple of reasons. It could be that maybe English is your second language and you're self-conscious about your accent, or you're self-conscious about that. Or maybe you have content that's in your native language. Maybe you have content in Spanish or whatever your native tongue is, and you'd like to come to the American US market. You also have a way to now translate and change and update all those materials so that you can actually sell to the US market. This eliminates borders. Like it makes it possible to deliver services and to help people globally. You're no longer limited to just selling products in your native tongue, in your native country. This really knocks down the barriers and the borders and allows us to have commerce truly worldwide with no longer having language be our barrier. So I think people are going to make quite a lot of money with this. I think, just trying to penetrate other markets, where if you already have an English business and you want to try selling to the Spanish market as an example, this makes it so easy. And it's an incredible way to add additional revenue to your business in a way that was never possible before. Let's see here. I want to look at my teleprompter. Note for editor. That's probably the end of the segment, but I was ignoring my teleprompter. So, okay. Okay. And I think that is it. Pretty awesome. What do you think of that, by the way? So the live audience here, what do you guys think of this crazy technology of being able to translate stuff? Anybody here have any uses for that? Anybody have any ideas about how maybe you could use that in your business? And here, I got to fast forward my teleprompter to get us to the next. Okay. All right. Okay, awesome. So there you go. And coming up, don't forget, we have a couple of different segments that we're going to be doing. Next up, we're going to be talking about how you can create a course with AI in under an hour and launch it and have your own business ready to go. That'll be our next segment. And then finally, we have our newsletter case study where I'm going to show you how we're starting a newsletter. We're actually starting 2 different newsletters from scratch, and I'll show you step by step how to start, grow, and profit with your own email newsletter business. So that'll be our third and final segment of the day today. And then, of course, I'm going to be taking all of your questions. We'll be answering any questions, any help I can provide you. You can ask me anything when we get towards the end of the broadcast. We'll open it up and I'll be able to help you with driving traffic, writing copy if you need help with writing your sales copy, business strategy, debugging, whatever you need to move your business forward or start your business to get it rolling. I am here to help you out. That is the whole point of these weekly shows. Let's see. Producer Nick, can you come? I don't know if your mic's on today. Can you come on, Mike?
Hey.
Did we have any questions or anything else any comments, anything we need to take up?
So Dave wanted to know how expensive it was to create that opening sequence.
I don't remember. It was what, 1.5 credits? I think it cost us.
Cost 3 points. So how HeyGen works is it's 1 credit per minute of video across all of their tools, and a credit's about $2.
Okay.
So for 3, we were doing 3.5-minute videos.
Mm-hmm.
Those cost $7.
Okay.
And in comparison, when you do a 3-minute video on 11 Labs, so the math works there, that came out to about 30 cents. So
okay. So 11 Labs is quite a bit cheaper.
Yeah.
So yeah,
but you don't get the dub. You don't get the the video to match the voice.
Yeah, you don't have the matching mouth to the language, so it'll just do the language translation.
11 Labs might be helpful for like an audiobook or something.
Yeah, I think 11 Labs would be great. Let's say you have there's a video style where you're using just like slides or stock images or stock footage, or if you're not showing your face, or maybe your face is very small in the corner. That would be a great way, a great example of when to use 11 Labs. But if you really want high quality of like talking head video, like a lot of my video is talking head video, then I would really recommend HeyGen. And yes, it is more expensive, but there you go. And so there we go. We're all going into the future here together with this crazy technology. It really was kind of mind blowing, Nick, when we made this yesterday. And producer Nick and I sat down and did this together. And when the final video spit out, and I could watch myself talking in 5 different languages, it's quite something. So
yeah.
And now you have my AI avatar, so I hope I don't find myself saying weird things in Japanese somewhere.
Yeah.
So, all right. Okay, cool. Any other questions before we move on?
Yeah, Stan's curious, how does the pricing work for both of these tools? Like, what's the structure? How much does it cost?
So you got some examples there, but basically they have 2 slightly different things. So HeyGen works on a credit system, and what's 1 credit per minute? Is that right, Nick?
You basically, yeah.
Basically, okay. And then at 11 Labs, it's kind of weird. They have a thing where it's like per words, but then
it's a per character count of characters you use.
Okay.
The $5 a month plan will get you 30,000 characters.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
And if you go to 11 Labs, your first month will be $1. So $1 for 30,000 characters.
Cool. All right. Any other questions? And then we're going to move on to the next segment.
Yeah. Well, this isn't a question, but I thought this was interesting. A really an interesting case study or use case that I didn't even think of. This person says, my vocal cords were damaged, so this will help a lot. So even in your native language, you could make this kind of content if you, for whatever reason, you're having trouble speaking. I didn't even think about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I thought I'd just bring that to your attention. I thought that was neat.
Cool. Yeah. That was interesting too. I can train HeyGen with my avatar, and I can change my voice. I could give myself a female voice or whatever I want. Right. So yeah, if you want to make your own avatar speak differently than you do, yeah, HeyGen is a great tool for that. All right. Well, then we're going to move on. And before we move on to the next segment, it's time for our ad test. So while we're here live, I love doing these. We usually do 2 or 3 per show, but I want to do an ad test. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the YouTube back office for our live stream, and I'm going to hit the button that is supposed to inject ads into the stream. And so in this experiment, what I would like to do is have you tell me in the chat whether you get an ad and what it is. I'd like to know what kind of ads they're serving. It's a bit of an experiment to see. I'm watching as my channel ages, because we are a new channel. We're a brand new channel. And as the channel ages, they seem to be getting better and better at figuring out what kind of ads to show. I know like my first few shows, they were showing like pretty generic random ads, and now they're getting more and more targeted. So I'm going to go in now. Let's go into the YouTube back office here, and I'm going to hit the button. And here we go. All right. So ads are being inserted. And so those of you who don't see an ad, let me know you got no ad. And then let me know if you're a YouTube premium subscriber like me. So I love premium because I don't have to watch ads. So if you're a YouTube premium subscriber, you definitely won't get ads. And if you are a, if you're don't have YouTube Premium, sometimes YouTube just doesn't show you an ad as well. So it's kind of random. I hit the button, shows ads to some people, no ads to other people for a variety of reasons. And there we go. Okay, a few premiums, liquid text, a guitar ad, hand and stone massage therapy. Oh, I could use that right about now. Florida Tech, a tractor supply company. Okay, so no ad. This is interesting. So they seem to be not targeted to the topic of the channel for the most part. A Google security ad. And for those of you who got ads that aren't really targeted towards online business or business products or services, are they targeted towards you? Are these products or services that you'd be interested in, or are they kind of untargeted? Okay, Lay's potato chips. That's pretty generic. A Rocket Money app. Eric has not premium and did not get an ad. Okay. A beauty ad with Elton John singing. Okay, that's wild. Coach Training Alliance. Okay. Untargeted. Okay, so we have so far. Okay, it looks so far it's like about 50-50 targeted to untargeted. Well, that's interesting. So I noticed they were getting better at the last show. You know, it seemed to be getting more and more targeted, but this time around, it seems to have gone untargeted. Okay. Well, and this is useful too, by the way. This is useful information for me, but also for you as a marketer. So if we understand what's going on in this whole infrastructure of YouTube, we get an understanding of what ads are showing and what ads are not showing. It does actually help if you're doing organic content, but also if you're doing YouTube paid ads like I am, right? It's useful to know what you're competing against and what kind of ads are showing on your content. So, so thank you for that. And okay. All right. And then we're going to get to the next segment, and I'm going to move this off my screen over here, and we're going to go back to the screen sharing in a moment, but we're going to be talking about creating a course with AI, okay? And I know some of you here are already members of Push Button AI, so we're going to be talking about Push Button AI, but I'm going to dive in and do this segment, and just going to power up with a little caffeine. And by the way, I'm going to be showing the new course builder experience with Push Button AI. The team is actually pushing this live today. So we have an all new course building experience under the Push Button AI app. And the new course building experience is being pushed live today. So your accounts will begin updating and you'll begin seeing the new course builder experience, which I'm going to be showing here live on camera. All right, let's just get ready here. And here we go. Creating a digital course that you can sell online or give away to generate leads is an amazing strategy. I've been doing it for going on over 2 decades, and it has produced tens of millions of dollars in income into my businesses. And this is an amazing way to not only capture sales, but to generate leads. And that's something I think not a lot of people are realizing, that you can create digital courses and charge money for them or give them away for free. When you give them away for free, you're capturing leads of interested people in your niche market. And so what I would like to do is show you a fast way to create your own online digital course in under an hour. In fact, in some cases, you could get it done in as little as 20 minutes. And I'm going to be showing you on screen so you can watch as I go through this tool and show you an amazing AI tool that not only will build your digital course, but it's going to write your email sales letters. It's going to create your social media content. It will create video course lessons, audio course lessons, written lessons. It'll create free reports. It'll create your sales pages to sell these products. It'll create your subscriber page and so much more. This tool is quite amazing. Now, full disclosure, I'm the founder and creator of Pushbutton AI, and that is the tool I'll be showcasing today to show you how you can build your own digital course business, again, in under an hour. And this isn't a case where you're going to have to be going back and forth to ChatGPT and copying and pasting and asking it questions and all of this. You go to a single place, and you'll see as you watch along, it will actually outline your entire course for you. It will then create your entire course for you and write all of your sales materials. And you don't have to be chatting back and forth and copying and pasting and doing all this kind of nonsense. And then when it's done, it will build your website. It'll register your domain name, launch it, attach it to a shopping cart so you can take orders if you want to charge money for your courses. And it does all of this. So if you'd like to experience your own one-on-one demo of this technology, we're currently in a closed beta state, which means it's by application only. But if you'd like to jump on with one of our team members and get your own interactive demo where you can do what I'm about to show you live with somebody, and they can build a course together with you while you watch, and then we can find out if it's a good fit and then invite you into the beta program if it is. So to claim your demo, what you'll want to do is go to pushbutton.ai/demo. That's pushbutton.ai/demo is where you can get that. Claim your own demo so then you can do the same process to build a course for you. But right now, I'm going to show you how this tool works, and we're going to get into it. So let's go to my screen, and I'm going to pull it around here right now. Let me just make sure I'm logged in. All right, there we go. So what we're going to do first is we are going to go over here, and we're going to go under my account so we can get logged in. And you'll notice here under apps, we have your AI course builder. And then here, there's a couple of things. So let's say, for example, I was messing around with this earlier. So let's try something different. So let's say what we do is we come over here to this right column, and it's our brainstorming. We call it the page filler. Probably needs a better name than that, but you use this to come up with ideas for your course. So we could say small business owners is who we're going to serve. That's our demographic. So here you can put in like, men over 50, but you can also put in things like small business owners or people who love their pets, or this is a description of who you want to serve. And the subject could be something like how to start Facebook ads by, and then we just click fill form. There's some options here. You can just leave by default. They usually come back with some really good ones, so we can leave it. And then you'll notice it's going to begin to outline your course. So you look this over, and these are the goals and benefits that people might want to achieve when they go through your course. So we have a strategy, the way we assemble all of our sales materials, how we assemble our courses, and everything that we do. It's our persuasion and fulfillment strategy is to find the goals or problems that people want to solve, and then the benefit that they get for each one of those. So you can see here, a company might want to increase their brand awareness. And the benefit would be they'd reach more potential customers. They might want to drive website traffic, generate leads, increase sales. See, these are all things that somebody would want out of the course. And they all look good to me, so I'm going to click Save. And then you can see here, we go to the next step, and it says right here, click here to move on to the next step. And then what we're going to happen now is that we're going to be generating a course outline. And so it's going to go through step by step, and it's going to create it's going to create a 12 lesson course. And each lesson you'll see has a title, and then we have an outline of what that lesson is going to be composed of. So here's our title for lesson 1. And here's the outline of what the AI is going to use to build your course for that lesson. And then here we have lesson number 2. This is the outline. And these are all editable, by the way. So if you see something in the outline you don't like or you want to change, you can change that now. So this is just the broad outline. So here's the title of lesson 3. Here's the title of lesson 4 and the outline and so forth. And you'll notice it does 12 individual lessons. And they all look really good. So now you have a couple of choices at this point. If you're satisfied with everything, you want to just hit a button and leave it all up to the AI to just take it from here where you don't have to actually do anything. You just click Quick Site Build, okay? And that will immediately get to work registering your domain name and building your website. And it will actually help you. You'll get to choose your domain. The AI actually goes out and finds you a bunch of great domain names. You get to pick the one you like, and then it will just build the whole thing for you. And it will literally build everything, launch the website, write the course, all in one click. But a lot of people want the option to be involved. They want to be part of the editing process, and they want to be part of the course creation process, and don't just leave it all up to the AI. And that's this edit step-by-step button. So we click that, and we're going to go into our step-by-step editor. And you'll notice here a couple of things. It's going to show you each lesson. You'll see the title of the lesson, the outline being used to generate the lesson, and then down here, it's generating the content. And so you'll notice it goes all the way through. You have each lesson, you have the outline, and then the content that's going to be generated with it. And so right now it's going through and it is writing all 12 lessons of our course for us before we move on to the next step. And this process here can take a little bit of time because the AI is literally going back and forth. And the process of building and setting up one of these sites is over 177 steps. So if you were doing this by hand, and let's say you were doing this with ChatGPT, right? You're chatting with the AI and kind of copying and pasting and assembling these course materials, you would have to submit 177 different prompts and going back and forth. A prompt is when you talk to an AI and you prompt it for information or prompt it to give you things. And so you would go back and forth with 177 different prompts in order to build this. And I see the first lesson has already come up. Let's take a look at it. So that's our introduction to Facebook ads. Telling you how to set up your business manager and create your account. That's pretty good. So all of this is editable, by the way. So now we're looking at the very first lesson, and we could change this. And we could say something like that. You can edit it. You can, you can delete stuff, add to it. And if you want, say, here's more material. Of course, it's a drag and drop editor, so we can, make it bold, make it bigger. We can change it, and we can make it a heading if we wanted to. Right? So it's an editor. You can fully edit your course lesson. And then lessons 2 is done. So here's lesson 2. It's busy making lesson 3 right now. So it's going to go through step by step, building one lesson at a time while you wait. And so you could be editing and tweaking, your earlier lessons while you're waiting for it to generate each of the 12 lessons one at a time. And then at the end of that process, there's a button you click at the bottom to go on to the next step. And this is pretty cool. And it makes creating a course really easy. And it makes it easy for 2 different scenarios. You might be an expert, or you might know something about the topic of your course. And now you can add your own creativity and you can add your own information into the course as the AI is helping you build it in this process. Or you could just let the AI build the entire thing and publish it as is. It's really your choice at this point. And so then once it's done creating the lessons, it'll start to create the sales page. It'll create a free report, like a giveaway report that you can give to people to get subscribers to join your mailing list. And then there's a few other steps that we'll go to. But right now, as I'm recording this live, it is busy building all 12 lessons. So we're going to come back to that and build some more lessons in a moment. And while we wait for it to build the lessons, I'm going to show you another feature of Push Button AI that lets you create images and drop them into any of the pages that you want of one of your completed websites. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull up, I need to get logged into another site. So I have a demo site that I built already with a training course. And I want to show you another feature of Push Button AI so that you can be dropping images in. So you're seeing all of the cool stuff we do to do text. There we go. Okay. I'm just getting it loaded up so I can share the screen. And here we go. So one of the features that was requested quite a lot is the ability to also use AI to create images that we could use in your course lessons, that you could use in blog posts and other pages that you might want to make on your sites. So let me pull up one. I have a generic site that I created a course on. We just quickly let the AI build the whole thing and launch the business. We haven't done anything to improve it or polish it up, but I'll show it to you live. And then I'm going to show you how you can use AI to just drop images onto any page created by the product. And so here you can see this is an example. This is our Woof Instructors AI built course. So you can see here it's offering to where you can opt in to get a free report, which, by the way, this logo was created by the AI. So that's part of what can be built is the logo was created. This page was written and created and launched. The whole website was launched by AI. And here's an example of a lesson that it spit out here on training your dog to not pull on the leash. So there's an example of a lesson. And then we have audio and video versions of the lessons too. Again, all created by AI. It's pretty cool. So the new feature allows us, we can come in here with our drag and drop editor, and we're just going to edit this lesson. So with our drag and drop editor, you actually can, click and edit anything in your lessons, on your pages, anything published on your website is editable. It works pretty much like Microsoft Word or any kind of drag and drop, point and click, editor. So we can click and edit any of the text. But what I want to show you is how easy it is to drop images in here. So we now have this feature here. We can take an AI image, we can drag it and drop it. And so now it's asking us, we're going to create a photo about training your dog. And then here's some additional information we might want to put in here. So we can say photo of a dog pulling on his leash at the park. And click save. And it's actually creating that image. So this image that it's going to create is going to be made by the AI. And you never know what it's going to come up with. Sometimes it comes up with some weird stuff, but sometimes it comes up with some really amazing photos. And there we go. Yeah, that one's a weird one. So he's got 3 leashes. So if you get a weird image like this that you don't like, it's really simple. We just remove it and we can drag and drop another one in. And let's say for this one, we'll say about dog training. And we're going to say a happy dog walking with his owner in the park. Okay. We're going to say we want it photorealistic. So hit save and let's see what it comes up with this time. So it's generating, it's doing its thing. And it's going to come back here in just a moment. And here it's loading it up. That's hilarious. I might use that just for fun. That's hilarious. I like that. So now we can come here and change the size of it. So we want it small. We can do it thumbnail size, just like that. And then, of course, we can take that image and drag and drop and use it anywhere in the content we would like. So there you go. Yeah, so on any page that you might want to create content, you can now use that AI editor. And it's right there. It is under AI images under our point and click site editor once your site is live. And so now let's take a look. We'll go back and let's see how far our course creator has gotten. So that there is lesson 3, and here's lesson 4, lesson 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're up to lesson 9. So, it just finished lesson 9. All right, so we have 3 lessons to go, and then I can move on and show you the next step of that process. But I'd like to remind anybody here who does not yet have Push Button AI, it's really simple to get invited into the private beta program. It's not publicly for sale, but if you go to pushbutton.ai/demo, you can schedule a one-on-one demo. We'll jump on Zoom with you, and we will outline a course for you. So we'll help you if you're not sure what type of a course or what niche to go into. We'll help you figure that out. We'll help you create a course together. We'll show you the technology one-on-one. And then if it's right for you, we'll invite you into the private beta program so that you can get access to this powerful tool that I'm showing you now. And so Push Button AI is not open to the public at the time of recording this video. We're in private beta. And again, the way you get in is by experiencing a demo. So again, pushbutton.ai/demo is where you're going to want to go to schedule that. Pop open a new window, a new tab, head on over there, and you can schedule your session. And it looks like lesson 10 is done. So it's building lesson 11. So as soon as it finishes building those lessons, we'll show that. And the beauty of this too is we're showing you how to build the course, but it can do so much more. We have what are called add-on packs. And when you use these, we can use AI to build you a 30-day email sequence. So it can email your list, your subscribers, every day for 30 days, trying to help you get more sales. It can create social media posts for you. So you can go post them on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or wherever you might want to post it. It can create video lessons where it can take all of your training lessons and transform them into video, transform them into audio, and so much more. It can make ads for you. It creates your logo like you saw on the demo site there. The logo was created by AI. And all of this is what makes it so that you can launch your business quickly. What I've figured out is that money is attracted to speed. There's a saying called money loves speed. And the faster you can implement from idea in your head to real world action, the faster and bigger your profits are. And so with this tool, it allows you to go from an idea. You could have an idea this evening and go, oh, I want to start a business on, whatever, pet sitting. Okay. Like that. By tomorrow morning, your business will be launched online and ready to go. Or let's say the next day you have an idea of, I don't know, maybe you want to do like I did and help people learn how to do advertising. Maybe on TikTok, you want to create a TikTok advertising course. Well, now you can. And from the idea in your head to the business launched and live will now be done in under a day. You'll have a live online presence with everything set up, shopping cart set up, ready to start taking orders. All you have to do is connect it to your payment source. So where do you want to receive your money? You connect it up and you're live. It's very, very simple. And again, pushbutton.ai/demo is where you're going to want to go. So we've got all 12 lessons done. Let's go back to the next step. So here we go from top to bottom. You can see all 12 lessons are done. Okay. Now I could edit all of these. I could spend as much time as I want, tweaking, polishing, improving, editing, adding to. And then when I'm all done, I come over here and go to the next step. So you want to hit update if you want to save your changes. So you definitely don't forget to save your changes if you're changing and improving your stuff. But then let's go to the next step. So now it's building our sales page. So this is our sales page builder, and it's actually writing all of our sales copy. And this is something that a lot of people struggle with. Writing compelling sales copy that convinces people, that persuades them to get out their wallet and give you money for your course. This is a difficult and highly skilled task, but AI in this case can do it amazingly well. So if you're not skilled or you're unsure of your abilities of writing sales materials, well, it's doing it for us. It's actually writing it right now as we sit here. You can see it's still cranking away. So when it is done, I will show you the finished sales letter that it has created, but it's writing the sales materials for us. And it will create and format our sales page when once we publish our website. So you do not need to be an expert in sales, marketing, and persuasion and copywriting and all of this stuff in order to launch your new business, because now Push Button AI can do that stuff for you. And again, I'll pull it up and I'll show you. And it's the same as the earlier process. It's now editable. So before you launch your business, you could edit, tweak, massage it to make it how you like before you build your website. And I see it just completed. So let's go back to the screen. And here is our sales letter. Unlock the power of Facebook ads. Start driving more sales today. Pretty good headline. Take control of your advertising success with our self-directed online course. And then it goes through the whole course step by step. So these are all of the things that are pitching people to buy it. Okay. So then let's go to the next step. Now it is creating a free report, because every online business should be giving away some content. Even if you're charging money for access to your course, you should be giving stuff away for free so you can get people to join your email subscriber list. And email marketing is one of the most profitable things that you can do. In fact, we have training we're going to be doing in just a few moments that is how to build an entire business out of just email marketing alone. That's how powerful this is. So the AI is building a free report that you can give away, and it actually is setting it up, installing it on your website, and helping you build a list with this free giveaway report. And it's writing it right now. Same thing. If you want to edit it, you want to improve it, add your own expertise, add your own angles and flair, you can now do that before you launch your website, and it just finished. So let's go take a look. So you can see here, this is our free giveaway report. Pretty cool. So then we can go complete my course. Done. Your course materials are complete. Okay. Now from here, I'm not going to get into this step here, but it is quite simple to move on and get your site launched. We would just click complete site build, and the AI is going to work with you to find you the perfect domain name. And it finds amazing domains. I just found an awesome 2-word domain name yesterday that I would have never thought of, and the AI found it for me, and it's available. And people think that good domains are all taken. There's nothing good. And I know people that can spend days or weeks racking their brains trying to find that perfect domain name, and the AI will pick it for you. It'll give you a choice. It'll show you a bunch of optional domain names. You pick the one you like, and then it will go build your website for you. That is the next steps. So yeah, that is Push Button AI, and that's how you can build an entire digital course business in under an hour using this powerful tool. So what you'll want to do next, if you're not already a Push Button AI member, you need to go claim your demo and go to pushbutton.ai/demo so that you can experience this for yourself one-on-one. We'll jump on Zoom. We will build a course together with you. We will help you. If you're not sure what your course should be about, you're not sure what your niche market should be, we'll help consult you, help you figure that out. Then we'll help you outline your course and show off how this powerful technology works. And then if it's right for you, then you can join our private beta program where you can get access to the tool. And once you get in, you can build an unlimited number of websites for yourself and your businesses. So again, if you have an idea today, you can have a business launched by tomorrow. You have another idea next week, another business can be created. You can create an unlimited number of these course businesses and publish them and launch them in website form using this tool. There is no limit. You can only build one at a time. That's the only limit you will get. And otherwise, you can keep building them, keep coming up with new ideas, keep testing new things, and keep building new sites using this powerful technology. And so what I like to do now is I like to kick it to the audience, and let's see if you have any questions about this new course builder experience, commentary about Push Button AI itself, anything at all. And our new image tool, by the way, which we're also launching today. So the new course building experience and the image tool are both being pushed live today, and you'll see it to start rolling into your Push Button AI accounts starting immediately. So producer Nick, do we have any questions?
Yeah. So someone wants to know, will this update the course I created yesterday?
It will not. So this new experience will only go from once it's pushed into your account from that point forward. So it will not impact courses you have already created or sites you've already launched. Yeah. Although the image tool will, the image tool will appear in all Push Button AI sites. Yeah. What else we got?
Lots of positive feedback. Awesome. Love it. Great. This person wants to know, Profit Recon wants to know, sorry if I missed it, but how is traffic solved?
Well, if you join in our early access program, we give you access to all of our training. There's over a dozen different ways that you can drive traffic, right? So the tool itself is not a traffic tool. It's a business generation tool. And so then it's time to get traffic, which we have 12 different lessons on 12 different traffic strategies that you can use if you so choose. And then, of course, it does create social media content. It does create blog posts and articles. So you can use those to get traffic. That is one thing that kind of is built into the system. But as far as getting traffic, it's more about training you on how to go out and do that. Yeah. And we even have coaching, by the way. It's not something, or I should say consulting. We offer consulting for those who would like one-on-one help with an expert. If you want a digital marketing expert to hold your hand and go through the whole process with you step by step, we do offer consulting, and that is an option. You can talk with when you get your demo, you can ask questions about that. So it is something, if you need consulting, you want to work one-on-one with someone to help you with your traffic, then that is an option available to you if you choose. All right.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Yes. Rick wants to know, can you give it negative prompts?
Not currently, no.
Great. Stan says, what is private beta?
So beta means that it's not, when software is being developed, it goes through stages and steps. You'll hear alpha, then beta, and then usually the launch will happen after. And you can have a beta program where it's kind of an experimental state where you're launching it, but it's not been launched to the public. You have a private beta step usually, then you'll have a public beta, and then eventually you'll launch the product. Tools like OpenAI's ChatGPT, for example, were released in that same way. You had a private beta, a public beta, and then a launch. And that's the cycle of when you build software. That's how that works. And currently, we're in private beta is the stage that we are at. All right. What else we got?
Sure. So I'll read what Christian says. She says, not advertised for public sale and is used to get feedback like a test. Later it will be sold at a higher price, right? Is this a good way to explain it?
Right. So basically what we're doing is what I want to do is work with people that are enthusiastic and excited about building these businesses. and who are able and capable of actually getting success, right? So I want to work with people that can actually have a shot at success. And in this early stage, we're closed to the public, but I'm inviting people in to get access to the tool so that we can work hand in hand with you to help you have success, right? And so what I'm doing right now is I'm adding a lot of stuff on, like we're adding on the consulting, where we can actually do one-on-one consulting with our customers to help them get success. We're adding on the traffic training. People have been asking quite a lot about traffic, so we're adding that on. We're also giving a bunch of add-on packs where you can buy logos and videos and all that, these extras, and we're giving a bunch of those away for free. And this is all part of this early program. So all of these special benefits, like the free add-ons, the consulting, and all of this is going to go away when we launch to the public. When we launch to the public, it's just going to be a software tool, and you just buy access. You pay monthly, and when you want to upgrade and get an AI logo, or you want to upgrade and get an AI video course or things like that, it'll just be paid. Each one of those things will be paid for. But during our early access, we're giving a bunch of those away for free. Okay. Any other questions before we move on to the next segment?
Yeah, we got a few more.
Okay.
Amy says, does it help with advertising?
Well, it will create advertising content for you. So it doesn't run your ads for you. It doesn't log into Facebook for you and launch your ads. But it does create images and content that you can use for advertising. But it does not actually go log in and make your ads and run your ad account and all of that. Yeah.
All right. Barbara says, can we be assured of no plagiarism in the AI content?
I mean, you can always check it. There are lots of tools you can check with plagiarism, but AI content, it doesn't, the nature of how AI works, it doesn't plagiarize, right? It writes everything uniquely in the moment it's writing it, okay? Basically, it takes all the information that it knows, and then it will use that to write new, unique, original content. And that's just how AI works. So you can always check it against a plagiarism checker like Copyscape or something like that. But yeah, I have never found it plagiarizing people. So it's just not been an issue with the way the tool works.
All right. Someone wants to know, how do I update, or how do I get the updates?
They will automatically show up in your accounts. So if you're a Pushbutton AI client, when you go to build a new course, this builder will be just in your account when it's live. And I'll send an email out. So I know that the development team is actually in the middle of pushing this update. So when the update is complete and we are satisfied that it is working properly, I will email all the customers so that you'll know it's in your account. Okay.
Another question. Are all legal terms and conditions included?
Well, the sites that we build come with boilerplate like policies and privacy policies and that kind of a thing. We're not an attorney. You're not hiring us to be your attorney. They're just there for example purposes. But yes, they are included.
Great. Can we use the image tool to edit sites we have already created?
You will be able to, if it's a Pushbutton AI site, you will be able to use the image creator to add images, right? Yeah, any
Right.
Pushbutton AI site, you'll be able to utilize this new tool and add images to your sites.
Bradley wants to know, will it create courses from my book and ebooks that I wrote?
No, so it's not something where you're going to upload your ebooks and have it learn from them. It will just create your course from scratch. So it creates the course from scratch based on what it knows. So if you want to take the material in your courses and add to it, like during that process I just showed you as you were going through editing your course, you can copy and paste stuff out of your existing courses and put it in there. But it isn't something where you can upload them and sort of train the AI like that. It doesn't work that way. It just creates it from scratch. Yeah.
Someone wants to know, does it register the domain for you?
It does. Yeah. Yeah. It helps you find a great domain, registers it, sets up the hosting, does all that stuff.
All right. David wants to know, can the course be edited after it has been created, and is it WordPress based?
Yes. So it will build it on a WordPress based site. And then I showed you that drag and drop editor. So, and I can show again real quick. Any page, any lesson on your site, you can come in here and use this. Here's the editor here. You have all these modules of different kinds of things you can drop into your page. Like you saw me adding in the AI image, right? But from buttons to headings to text, videos, icons, slideshows, testimonials, all these things are stuff that you can just drag and drop onto your page and edit. And you can edit any page or post on your site. So let's say you come down here and you decide you want to change this wording. You just come in here and you just change it. And then if I hit done and then publish this, the image that I stuck here and then the change I did here would be published to the front of the website, to the public site. So it's just drag and drop just like that. And so like, let's say the image, let's say you didn't like it. You can just remove it just like that. All right. You can just click that thing and now it's gone. And then once we hit done, it would publish it. But this drag and drop editor is on every site that is built on our system.
All right.
Okay.
We have a few more questions. Do you want to move on, or do you want to keep answering the questions?
I'm torn. So first, I did see somebody asking about what is WordPress. So I want to clear that up real fast before we move on. So WordPress is a system that is used to manage and build websites. So it's sort of it's called the content management system. So it manages your pages, it manages the words on your pages, the images on your pages, and it runs your website for you. So that's the platform, the system that we use to build your sites for you. That's really what that means. So, and if you're not familiar with WordPress, you don't have to be. You don't have to be some sort of WordPress expert. That's the beauty of this automation. It does all the technical setup stuff and launches your site for you so that you don't need to know how to do that. And we'll do a couple other questions just really fast. And then I know a lot of people are probably excited. The next segment, I'm excited about it. It's how to build a newsletter business and literally make millions of dollars with a newsletter business. And I have made tens of millions of dollars using email myself. So I know this works. And we're doing a live case study. We've set up 2 different newsletters from scratch, starting from zero. And we're going to set them up, get subscribers, monetize them, make some profit. And we're going to be showing you the whole process start to finish. And so that's our next segment. And I know many of you want to see that. So we'll get to that in a moment, but let's do a quick, no more questions. So let's cut the questions off at here and we'll quickly answer the remaining questions.
Okay. So lightning round. So Jamie or James says, is this good for someone who is a service type industry who doesn't really do courses?
It is for any business. So if you have a service business, I would bet your customers have problems and goals they're trying to achieve when they use your service, right? So whether it's dental, like as a service, whether it's roofing as a service, whether it's house painting, whether it's chiropractic, anything that you're helping people with a service, they have problems they're trying to solve or goals that they're trying to achieve. And so what you can do is create a course about those problems and those goals, give it away for free, or you can charge a small price for it if you want, to create leads for your business. So that's one strategy for an existing service business. The other one is you could do it for customer satisfaction. So you could create a course and give it away complimentary to your customers as a way of saying thank you and a way of trying to give additional value for your services, right? So, or you could use it as a bait. So you could say, hey, talk to one of our reps about, how much it would cost to get your house painted, and we'll give you this course about how to choose the perfect house painter for your project, right? As an example, right? So you can give it away as bait to attract leads, and then it becomes a phenomenal way to grow your business that way. So there you go. And I know one of our agents, one of Jake on our team, he is the head of our demo and consulting line where all the consultants are. And he has an incredible strategy. So if you get a demo, ask about Jake's traffic strategy. And if you've got an existing business, he's got this killer strategy where he'll help you break down your market into like 4 or 5 different topics and then get a bunch of traffic using that. But that works great for an existing business, especially service businesses. So when you get your demo, make sure you ask about Jake's traffic strategy. He'll tell you all about it. Yeah. All right. Are we good to move on?
We have one more question, and I'll answer it. It'll take like 10 seconds, then we're good to go.
Go for it.
So Matthew wants to know if you can come back and see this video after we're done live. And the answer is yes. Just go to our channel, hit live, and you'll see all of our live streams there. And you can come back and watch them all.
Exactly. So, which by the way, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Do me a favor. If I've given you some value or you had some fun here with us today, please make sure you'll see down below the video somewhere, hit the subscribe button, become a subscriber of the channel. It's a brand new channel. We're growing it. We're working really hard to provide a lot of content and value that will help you build and grow your own digital business. At the end of the day, we all want profit in our pocket. And that's what I'm helping you with at this channel. We release content every single week, and we do these live sessions every week as well. So subscribe and then hit the like button that you see on the video. And there we go. I'm practice being a good YouTuber. So subscribe and like, smash the like button. And that'll help YouTube see that we're doing good stuff here. And when YouTube sees that we're actually helping people, we're providing good value, YouTube will then show our channel to more and more and more people. So I would appreciate it if you would do that. Subscribe and like, and there we go. And so I'm going to be moving on to the next segment. We're going to be covering, again, how to make money with an email newsletter business. So that's our next topic. But before we get to that, we need to take a very quick ad break. So we're going to do our ad experiment one more time. I'm going to be pushing out ads. Let me go into the back of YouTube. I'm going to hit the button and ads are going to come out. And then I'm going to take a breath, drink a little bit more coffee. And yeah, and by the way, if anybody here in the house is listening, coffee would be amazing if I could get some more. I'm out. Can you believe it? It's empty. I don't know. But so here, I'm going to push the ad button and let me know what kind of ad do you get. Let us know in the chat what is the ad that you receive when I hit the button. And there we go. Button has been pushed. Ads are away. And of course, some of you won't see ads and some of you are YouTube premium customers. So you're going to stay here. But let's see if I can summon some coffee. Let me try texting to get the coffee. And okay, we'll see if I can get my coffee. Coffee request is away. Cool. Okay, so we have 800 flowers, no ad, a marketing ad. Okay. I do see a question from R.A. Porter about, can you resell this service to an existing business? We are launching a reseller program for Push Button AI, but it is not launched yet. Currently, it is for like you, your business partners, your family, friends, like that kind of a thing. It's not meant for resale of like doing this and charging businesses for it. We do have a reseller program coming. It's not launched yet. All right, we got an ad for Ford and a vet pharmacy, an ad for the Morocco earthquake, an ad for Windows, an An allergy ad. Okay. Oh, wow. It's very interesting that the ads today seem to be untargeted. They are somewhat random. They seem to be more targeted, if they're targeted at all, more targeted to the user's interest than they are the topic of today of the channel. So
I wonder if the composition of the audience might be different. Like, I know we had that new wave of people in the newsletter, and I'm wondering if there's people coming from there that might be influencing the targeting today.
It could be. I don't think so. I think this is just something about YouTube. I'm not sure why, but a lot, because I think a lot of the viewers probably came from my list. Some people are coming here from YouTube itself, but I think most of them are from our main list we emailed today. Okay, cool. A front door ad, an ad for the CES 2024, I guess Consumer Electronics Show. All right, so with that, we're going to move on to the next segment, which I think is going to be pretty darn cool. So let me get the right page showing here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We'll move that over here. I got like 7 billion tabs open. I might be exaggerating a little bit, but not by much. Okay. Oh, no. Let's go back here. Here we are. Okay. Okay. Here we go for the next segment. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can create your own profitable newsletter business. Now, this is a live case study. It is the first video in a series where we are actually creating two different live newsletters in two completely different niche markets, starting from zero. And we're going to be growing these and turning them into profitable businesses while you watch. And today's episode is going to be the first in this series. So make sure you stay tuned and watch the entire series. And we're going to show you how you start, build, grow, scale it to be massive, and generate a pile of profit. Now, I know firsthand how profitable email newsletters are. In my businesses over the years, I've generated literally tens of millions of dollars. Now, over the years I've been doing this, I've been lucky enough to build over $100 million in revenue through my various online businesses. And easily, tens of millions of dollars of that revenue has come directly from email. So I know email is a powerful tool. And some people look at email as being something that's a little old school. Email's old. It's not a new thing, but it is still the #1 marketing channel for businesses of all types. So not only am I successful with email, we know from case studies that others are highly successful as well. And we've talked about, by the way, in the past on our channel, I've talked about a newsletter founder named Alex Lieberman. And he started a newsletter in his dorm room. And that newsletter turned around and sold for $70 million just a few years later. So think about that. You start an email newsletter, it blows up and scales, and you sell it for tens of millions of dollars. That's a very real case study. We featured it on the channel, so you can go and browse through the channel, and also I'll try to link to it in the description so that you can watch that case study and see just how profitable an email newsletter can be. So we're going to be taking everything I know about email newsletter marketing, along with some new strategies and new tactics. And I'm going to show you how you can take a newsletter business model where you're putting out useful, helpful content to your subscribers and make a ton of profit. The newsletter business model is awesome because you can turn it into a self-sustaining growth engine. Now, what do I mean by that? It's like an engine that feeds on itself so that every time you get a subscriber, you make money. Just by getting a subscriber, the very first day you get that subscriber, you make money. And you make enough money to reinvest back and buy ads. So you can set it up so that if you're spending $1 to get a new subscriber, you're making $1.50 or $2 or $3 back for every new subscriber that comes in. And I'm going to show you how to do that on this special training series. So we use a platform called Beehive to run our email newsletters. And it's got a whole suite of tools that you really need. The unique business model that I'm going to be teaching you, you really do need Beehive to pull it off. And I'm going to share the screen and show you some examples of why in just a moment. And we've been using Beehive now ourselves for about a month to launch and scale the new newsletter. So we just started as an experiment, well, just about 4 weeks ago, and we now have about 1,100 subscribers on our first email newsletter. And we're now starting our second email newsletter from 0 subscribers. And I'm going to show you how it has gone so far. But before I do that, I want to drop a quick link to Beehive. If you'd like a 14-day free trial to Beehive, you want to use our special affiliate link, support the channel. And if you become a subscriber there, we get a small commission. So to help support the channel, if you sign up for Beehive, make sure you use the link pushbutton.ai/B14. That's B like the bug, BEE, the number 14. So that's pushbutton.ai/B14. And we'll pop that link in and down below in the description and in the chat. And so that you can sign up for Beehive there. I'm going to be showing you a very specific Beehive tool that you will need to pull this off. And that's where you go to get your 14-day free trial to Beehive. And we're going to be using a feature called Boost, which I will go over with you in a moment. So in our own case study, let me actually pull up the screen. We've had some trials and tribulations on getting this first newsletter launched and started. So let me show the screen and we'll go over it. So this is our first newsletter, which we call Ingeniosity. And so it's all about modern entrepreneurship. And so it's entrepreneurship and AI and making money using modern marketing. Okay. And so you can see here we have a little over 1,000 active subscribers. This is a brand new list. And you can see the growth here. We're getting the open rates on our emails. You can see the average across the board is just about 30%. And you can see our click-through rates there. But this is just in the beginning. So we've now figured out monetization and we know how to get money in the door and make this, we can actually grow our newsletter profitably. So I can invest money into growing the newsletter and I'm actually making profit while doing that. And I'm going to be showing you how we do that in just a moment. And so as an example, we can come over here under Boosts. So here's an example. At this point, we've got about $880 in total earnings. So you can see here our pending and total. You add those together. We've got about $880 that we have made. And that's spread out over about 480 subscribers. So almost $2 a subscriber in earnings coming in from this experiment. It's pretty cool. And so that's the current one. Now we started, we're literally starting today, the second newsletter. So that's the first newsletter and we've now got it to 1,000 subscribers. And you saw there, it's generated about $880 in revenue. And I'm going to be rolling out and teaching you how we got the traffic. I'll show you how we got our subscribers. I'll show you some places I'm paying for traffic and some ways I'm getting free traffic. We're going to detail all of it in this case study. But before anything, you have to pick the right niche. So if this sounds like something that you could do, or if you could actually create a weekly newsletter where you just email your subscribers once a week, and you can email them more. The more you email them, the more you can make. But if you're willing to send content to a subscriber list every week, and you can generate it with AI, which I'll show you how to do during this training. If that sounds like something that you'd want to do, then you just need to follow 7 steps. So there are 7 steps through this entire thing. First up, number 1, you want to pick your niche market. You need to decide who it is you're going to serve and what is your newsletter going to be about. And on today's training, I'm going to show you exactly how to pick your niche market. The second thing you're going to want to do is set up your email software. Now, I recommend Beehive, and again, go to pushbutton.ai/B14. That's pushbutton.ai/B14.
BEE, like the bumblebee, 14, the number 14, and you will get a 14-day free trial through the Beehive platform. So that's your email software, step 2. Step 3, create a landing page, which Beehive can help you do. So the Beehive software will build your landing page for you. Step 4, you start testing traffic strategies, which I'm going to be teaching you in the next upcoming lessons in this series, how to get traffic for your email newsletter. Then you monetize it. You learn how to get money in the door from your new subscribers. You optimize, and then you scale. That's the process. So right now we are at stage 5 of this newsletter. So we're still monetizing. We're still not done monetizing. And then we're going to begin to scale and grow the newsletter and make it big. Okay. So today's video, I'm going to be going over step number 1 about how to pick your email newsletter niche. There's several things to consider when you select your niche, and not several. There's actually 3 things to consider when you pick your niche. And I would like to break it down. I'm going to tell you the first things to look at, and then I'll break these down. So number 1, it's the thing that everybody stresses out about, but is actually not the most important thing. And that is, are you an expert in the niche? So are you an expert in the topic that you want to make your email newsletter about? Because you don't have to be. If you are, great. Then you can write as an authority and you can create content from you with your knowledge and your authority, but you do not have to be. As long as you are curious about the market that you are going to go into, that is enough. You can actually create an email newsletter where you go on a journey together with your audience, learning about the niche that you're going into. You can talk about your experience as you learn about a brand new niche that you know nothing about. As long as you're curious about it and you can be interested enough to stick with it and learn all about the niche, and you just share your journey with the audience, and then you will attract a beginner's audience to join your list and go through the journey with you. So you do not need to be a guru or an expert or something like that in order to pull this off. The other thing is, if you're curious and you're interested enough, you can do what's called the curation model, so that you can go out and collect information that you're just going to reshare. You know, think like Oprah, right? Oprah had the talk show back in the day. She wasn't an expert in anything. All she did is bring the guests by and used their content to provide value to the audience. So you could do the same thing. As long as you're interested in or curious about your niche market, you can collect up content in a variety of ways, and you can even use AI to write some of the content for you, which we'll cover in a future episode. But that is the first thing I want to go over, is that you do not need to be an expert. You don't need to be a guru or an expert to have an email newsletter business. But you do want to consider those things. You need to at least be curious or interested in the topic or the niche that you're going to cover. If it's a niche or a topic you're not interested in, you don't like it, or you're probably not going to stick with it, then I would skip it and find one that you will be curious about, you will be interested in, and so that you can stick with it long term. Okay, next thing you're going to want to look at when you're deciding your niche market is monetization potential. So how much money can you actually make in the niche market? I'll show you in just a minute a couple of tools, something you can do inside of Beehive to learn if your business is monetizable. Okay. And then the final one is, can you get traffic for the niche you want to go into? And I'll talk about that and explain how that works as well. Okay. So we've covered expertise, and we've talked about how you don't need to be a guru. You can actually just be interested or curious about it. The other thing that you want to think of is that you could partner with somebody. You could be the business and marketing side and partner with somebody who is an expert in that niche market. That is an entirely different strategy. But if you want to do it all yourself, you can also just find a topic or a market that you could be curious about. It's kind of cool to have partners. Sometimes partnerships can work out really well because they can do what they do really well, and you can focus on the marketing and the business building side of the business while they'll deal with all of the content. And then it's something you guys can go on a journey together with. So starting off your newsletter selection, just you're going to want to do this. Just make a list.
just whether you want to put it in Notepad, on a piece of paper, you want to put it in a spreadsheet, whatever is the best tool for you, make a list. What are topics that you're interested in, or topics that maybe you're an expert in, right? So that is what you start with. You make your list of the topics that you're at least curious or interested in, or topics that you are an expert in. If you are, make that list, okay? And then again, if you're not an expert, who do you know that might team up with you to help be the expert, to help with the content, okay? So so at this point, you can make that list. Then we're going to move on to the next part of selecting your niche, which is trying to figure out if can you make money with the niche market? Because it's great to get into a niche that you're passionate about. So if you're covering a topic or a niche that you're super passionate about, that's awesome, because it means you're going to stick with it and you're going to go long-term with your new business. But if you can't make money with it, then it's like, why put in all that effort? So why even start a business if you're doomed to never be able to make money with it? Okay. And so I'm going to pull up and show you a couple of ways you can figure out if your niche market is monetizable. Okay. So let's pull up my screen. And one of the things that we are doing is we are using Beehive's Boost program, as you can see here, as a way to monetize. And so what does that mean? So this means that when someone subscribes to your email newsletter, you're going to be offered a chance to join other newsletters. It's almost like a referral or affiliate program, kind of. Okay. So when someone opts in, they subscribe to your email newsletter, the very next page, it's going to say, hey, here are 3 or 4 other newsletters. Would you like to subscribe to any of them? And if you click the box to subscribe, this is also known as co-registration, is the official word for this. So if you check the box and subscribe, you will also join those other lists. And if your subscribers do that, you get paid. So let's say you run an ad and you spend $1 to get someone to come and subscribe to your email newsletter. They're then presented with the boosts, and it says, hey, well, now that you've subscribed to this newsletter, would you like to try newsletter A, B, and C? And if the user ticks the box and subscribes, you get paid. So what we're developing and what we're working on in our case study is a way to at least break even so that the newsletter will grow itself. So if I spend $1 to get a subscriber and I get $2 back, I can now spend that $2 to get 2 more subscribers. Those 2 subscribers turn into 4. I then take that money and reinvest it. And my subscriber base keeps doubling over time because I keep taking the money that I make, I reinvest it into getting traffic and getting subscribers, and I keep growing it. And the newsletter gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it can fund itself by using boosts. And so there are 2 places to look for boosts. And I'm going to show you the first place, which is right inside of Beehive. So by the way, to do this, you will need your Beehive account. So make sure that you go to pushbutton.ai/BEE14. That's B like the bumblebee, the number 14, and get your Beehive account. And so you can come in here and you can look at boosts. But what we want to do is we want to click this button up at the top. See here where it says explore offers? We're going to click that. And now here are all the boosts that people will pay us. So like here's one called Little Guy Finance. So Little Guy Finance will pay us $4 per subscriber. For every subscriber we get to their newsletter for them, we get paid $4. Here's one here, another $4, $3.20. And you'll notice they're on a lot of different topics, right? So we have all these different topics. So we can also search. The search feature is not that great. So I'm going to type in crypto because I know that's a popular niche market. And these are all crypto related newsletters. You can see here, $2 a subscriber, $1.61, $1.50, $1.69. We can load more. So this is how you come in and monetize right out of the gate. Okay. Now, there is one other place, and let me see if I can get logged in there. Where did it go? Here, hold on while I get in there. We get logged in. Find the link. So there's one more place I wanted to show you, and I didn't have the link set up ahead of time. Apologies for that, but let me just find it real quick. Okay, and that is Spark Loop. So the second tool that we're going to use is Spark Loop, and just get it over there. Okay, let's go. There we go. Okay. All right, sorry for that. So the next tool we're going to use is called Spark Loop, and I will share the screen, and we'll get going. So, and also we have an affiliate link for this. So if you want to try Spark Loop, I think it's free to get started. Doesn't cost anything to get started. We have a special link for that, and I'll pop it in there. It's pushbutton.ai/sparkloop, and that's our affiliate link. And if you do end up using them, we end up making a small commission. So to support the channel, use that affiliate link. Again, that's pushbutton.ai/sparkloop. But here, Sparkloop has the same thing. You can come in and find out, are people paying for boosts? And you can see these are the same thing. So it is actually under their partner network up here at the top. Okay. You can see we just signed up today. Our application is being reviewed. Okay. But we can come in here and take a look at the partner network while we're waiting to be approved. And this is what you want to look at to see, are there other newsletters that you can use to monetize? Again, here's $2 a subscriber, $1.50, $2. And so here you can see a couple we've applied to. Yeah. And by looking this over, and you can do searches. So here we can do the same thing. Let's type in crypto, just if we were going to do that market. And so here we go. So here's a crypto one with $1.65, $1.30, $1.75. Here's $2. So yeah, and there's a variety of markets that you can look at. There's also health. And at the end, I'll go over a couple. I think we have 5 or 6 profitable niche markets that I can share with you that we've already researched. I'll share that with you at the end. But health is another one that's a decent one. Personal development, success, those are also good ones. But it's by looking at these two, as you can tell if you can get boosts to monetize your email newsletters. The other thing you want to look for is whether or not there are affiliate programs in your niche market. And to do that, it's actually quite simple. You just go to Google, good old Google, and you type in the name of your niche. So you might be like crypto. I'll keep using that example. Crypto affiliate programs. You just search Google and you start doing some good old fashioned research. And so are there good affiliate programs, meaning that they pay a high commission? You don't want affiliate programs that are going to pay you like 5% or 10%. You want affiliate programs that are going to pay you a sizable commission for referring business to them. And you can make money with affiliate offers with your email newsletter list simply by sending and emailing out your affiliate link. And when people buy, you get paid a commission, right? That's how affiliate marketing works. You get a special link, you send it out to your newsletter. If anybody clicks it and then buys, you get paid a commission. And so again, go to Google, type in the name or the keywords related to your niche and just say, keyword affiliate program. And I can show you that. Let me just I'll pull Google up and give you an example. So let's go over to Google and I can say crypto affiliate. There we go. Crypto affiliate programs. And here we go. Here's an article that gives us 11 of them. So that's a good sign. So we can keep looking here. Here's 12 in this one. So we can see there are plenty of them. right? So we can tell from this Google search that crypto has plenty of affiliate offers. Okay. And so you might come in here and it could be, I don't know, let's say you're going to do dieting, right? You can type in diet affiliate programs, or if you're doing the keto diet affiliate programs, right? And you just spend a little time clicking and researching and looking to see, are there good affiliate programs in this niche? So, and there's a bunch of them. So that's the other thing to look for. And when you've identified that you have people where you can get paid for boosting other newsletters, right? To help other newsletters get subscribers, and there are good affiliate programs in your niche, then you've got the perfect niche market. Okay. So that's really, really important, because if you can't make money in the market, it's hard to run a business if there's no money to be had, right? Unless you're doing it for charity. You need to make sure that you're confident that you can make money with the markets that you go into. So you'll take your list that you made in step one, where you made your list of topics that either you're an expert in or that you're interested in, or that you've got a partner who can be an expert in. You take that list and you check each one to see how monetizable they are, how many boosts and sponsorships and affiliate offers can you get for that niche market. And then that can help you eliminate it off the list. Like if you find one of your things doesn't have affiliate programs, take it off the list and narrow it down until you pick the one that you can really go for. And the final factor on choosing your niche market is traffic, because some niches are easier than others to get traffic. So let's take, for example, if you're doing anything that's kind of edgy or adult oriented, you're not going to be able to get ads on Facebook or Google or any of the major platforms, as an example, right? Or let's say, there's a few markets that are that way, that Facebook and Google and other places just won't accept. So you have to be thinking about that when you're choosing your niche market too. So I know like a lot of people get really excited about like marijuana, medical marijuana, or CBD oils, or things like this, where maybe they're great business models for a variety of reasons, but you're going to have a hard time getting traffic because you can't run ads anywhere. And even getting free traffic can be challenging in some of those niches. So that's the other thing to be thinking about when you're making that choice. Usually the more broad public and the more just general interest there is in your topic, the easier it's going to be for you to be able to, buy traffic. Because at the end of the day, we want to be able to buy traffic, and then we turn that, every dollar we buy in traffic, we want to turn it into $1 or more so that we can keep growing our newsletter. Okay. And then once our newsletter gets big enough, we can now do sponsorship deals. And that's where the big money comes in. So when your newsletter is big and you've got 10,000, 20,000 subscribers, you can get very large sponsorship deals. And that's when the money starts to rain in. Okay. So that's our ultimate goal. Now you know what you need to do to select your niche market. Now, again, we have 2 tools that you're going to want to jump in, because once you pick your niche market, you need to set up your email tools. And you need to get access to these tools to do your research anyway. So you should use those 2 services. Use our affiliate links. Again, we'll get paid a small commission if you do. It's a great way to help support the channel and help us grow this channel here. And those 2 links again are pushbutton.ai/B14. That's B like the bug. And that gets you a 14-day free trial at Beehive. And then the other one is pushbutton.ai/sparkloop. And those are the 2 tools that I showed you on the screen. Those will get you access to them so you can investigate how easy it is to monetize. And then once you're launched, you will use both of those services to run and monetize your new email newsletter business. And I think that's all we have to cover on this topic for now. But don't forget, this is the first in a series. Let me just try to get through the... trying to fast forward through the teleprompter, see if there's anything important that I missed. Okay. Oh, there is one other thing that I want to cover. Here we go. So 2 things I want to cover. The first one is you want to use an affiliate search engine. So there's some search engines you can use besides Google. I forgot to cover this. So besides using Google, you can also use a tool called OfferVault. So at offervault.com, you can go there to search for affiliate programs in your niche market. And I'll show you on the screen. Let's go over here. I'll go to OfferVault and share it with you. And it's just a quick, simple search. So we could just say, we'll do the same thing. We'll go crypto and we'll do a search. And there we go. All the affiliate offers in crypto. So there's quite a lot of them, 1,624 different offers. And so you could pay attention to this. And then let's try diet as an example. So same thing, 672 of those. And then if we go specifically to keto, let's try keto. So there's a bunch of keto offers, 400 of those. So this is a very useful tool to investigate affiliate offers. And again, it's called OfferVault, offervault.com. So that's the second way to research affiliate offers. And then the final thing I want to cover on this segment is, we've been doing a little bit of research for selecting our own niche markets. And we have a list of our top markets that we know are monetizable and able to get traffic. And excuse me for that. So obviously, note for editor, we'll edit my sneeze out. Okay. Starting with crypto is one that I know is a lot of interest in. So it's a lot of interest. It's something that you can get traffic for. It's something that you can easily monetize. There are lots of affiliate offers, lots of boosts in that market. And so that is our number one. Number 2 is technology news. So these are things like AI tools or new technology, software programs, business tools, but basically tech news or AI tools. That's another one. That would be our number 2. Number 3 is investing. So this could cover a broad range of just general investing. So whether it's stocks, real estate, the broad topic of investing is covered there. Then 4 is health. So health is also a big, broad niche, but the more general you make the newsletter, the easier you're going to find it. You can, promote a variety of different topics, but if you're covering like alternative health or natural health or, or all kinds of different little sub niches in that market. And then number 5, we have personal development and productivity. So this is how to improve yourself, how to be productive, how to manage yourself, all these kinds of things. That's another one. It's a really good niche market. And then a surprising one is travel. So travel is also a pretty good niche market. And that is rounding us out at number 6. So there's 6 examples of markets that you can get traffic that are monetizable. And by no means is that all of them. Those are just the top 6 from some quick research. There are many, many, many more markets that you can build an email newsletter empire in. And those are just 6 I wanted to share with you as examples. And so next up on your journey is to go register at Sparkloop. Again, pushbutton.ai/Sparkloop and at Beehive. That is pushbutton.ai/B14, BEE, like the bug, number 14. And go sign up to those, follow the training I gave you today. And then in the next episode, I'm going to show you all about how to set up your email newsletter system. I'll show you how to set up the email newsletter system and then get started on your journey to building your profitable email newsletter business. I can't wait to see what niche market you choose. Tell me all about it. Tell me in the comments, by the way, what niche market would you be interested in building a newsletter business for? And we'll see you in the next episode. Okay. So, by the way, the live audience here. So we're recording that obviously for some recorded training, but I would like to know, are any of you interested in this newsletter business model? And if you are, what markets or what niches are you thinking about? I'm very curious amongst our live audience of, if this is something that you're considering and what niches you're thinking about. And then what we'll do now, we're now heading up on 2 hours. So somehow my hour show usually ends up being 2 hours every week, but we're going to flip to open questions. So I can take questions on the email newsletter business or questions about anything. You have questions about push button AI, you need some coaching, some advice, some help, anything I can do to help you start or grow your business. That's what I'm here for. So please ask in the chat. Let me know, what can I help you with today? What questions do you have? What advice or coaching do you need? And let's do some Q&A. So producer Nick, are you out there?
Yes.
Cool. What questions do we have?
So Troy says this: I'm seeing that the scale option on Beehive is the only one with boosts. Is that the one we need to purchase in order to make all of this happen?
No, if you make sure you sign up for, what's the level they call it? Is it Pro? There's one level.
There's Launch, which is free, and Grow, which is $42 a month, and then Scale, which is $84 a month.
Okay, so it's okay, now I have to go back here. I thought, which one has access to boost monetization?
You do have to do Scale. That's the one with 84.
Okay, so you have to sign up for Scale in order to get the boost monetization feature. And you'll get 14 days free. So if you want to get in, and experiment to see if this is going to be right for you, you got 14 days to go in and check it out before you're going to get charged. So here are the current program plans. And so this is the one you want here. Okay. And inside Beehive, you'll see it's under monetization and then boosts. Now, it can get a little confusing because there's two sides to boosts. There's monetization and then grow. Grow is where you pay. Like for grow, you pay and people will send you subscribers. Under monetization, they pay you, which is what we're talking about today. Okay. So in today's training, we're talking about boosts under monetization. And you get that, again, by making sure you upgrade to the Scale level. You'll get a 14-day free trial with my link. And there you go. What else we got?
How much content do you need each month in the newsletter?
Well, typically you'll do a weekly newsletter, and then you can mail more often than that. But like what we're doing is we're sending out a weekly, like large newsletter. And then throughout the week, we send other emails to the list as well. So we might send a link to one of my YouTube videos. We might send some bonus training. We might send some social sort of conversational emails. So we'll send a variety of things throughout the week. And then once a week, we do our newsletter. About how many words has that been, Nick? So far, we've only sent what, 3 of them, I think. But
words per newsletter?
Mm-hmm. If you were to guess, I don't think you know the exact
count.
About
1,500. It fluctuates, but it's about 1,500.
Okay. Oh, which by the way, if you want to join that newsletter, we do have a link. You can join the newsletter that's part of this case study if you'd like. Can you pop that into the chat, Nick? It's pushbutton.ai/subscribe, I think, right? Isn't that what it is?
That's it.
Yeah. And I want to put it so it's clickable. Let's see. There we go.
I slipped it in there.
Oh, good. Thank you. All right. So there you have it. So subscribe there, and you actually also will get a chance to see what those boosts look like. So we do have boosts turned on in there, and you'll get a chance to see them after you subscribe. Cool. Next question.
We're caught up.
No, that's it. Wow. Okay. We had way more questions about the push button AI than we had about newsletters. I thought we'd get more questions about newsletters, honestly.
I'm with you there. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So amongst the audience, if you're here with me now, we have a few things today that we've covered. First up, if you haven't yet become a member of Push Button AI and you haven't got access to our business building AI tools that will literally launch your business for you, then what you'll want to do next is go get a demo. And you could do that at pushbutton.ai/demo. And so go there, claim your demo. That's the only way right now that you can get into our early access program, where it's not for sale to the public. But if you decide to attend one of those demos, we're going to help you pick your niche market. We've talked a lot today about picking a niche. Well, our team will help you pick a niche for your business, and they'll help you outline an entire course together. They'll show you live how Push Button AI works. They'll give you a demo so you can see it. And then if it's a good fit, then they may invite you in to be part of our early access program to get access to the private early version of our system. And so that, again, that's at pushbutton.ai/demo, pushbutton.ai/demo. And then, of course, if you haven't yet joined the email newsletter, you can do that at pushbutton.ai/subscribe, and you can be part of the experiment. You'll literally be involved with and part of the experiment when you join at our subscribe link. And then again, we'll do open questions. You can ask me anything about business building, success, traffic. If you want to get traffic, conversion for copywriting, and anything at all that I can do to help you build and grow your business, that's what I'm here for. So ask away. And if we've answered all the questions, then we'll be wrapping things up. So I'd like to do this. So I'm going to give my voice a quick little rest. I'm going to hit the button to do our third and final ad test of the day. So we're going to do the third and final ad test. Tell me what kind of ad you get, and then we'll do our final round of questions as well after that. So here comes the ads. Oh, that's crazy. So now Google is trying to make me prove I am who I am before it will let me put ads out. That's great. Okay. So now that I've proved who I am, it says the ads are inserted. Okay, there we go. It's done that now twice. Last week it did the same thing. I went to push the button to push out ads, and it forced me to log back in, and then I had to go on my phone and verify that I am who I am. So don't know what that's all about, but there we go. And so let me know, those of you who got an ad, what did you get? I feel like it's like Halloween. What candy did we get out of the bag? What was the ad that you got in your feed, or are you premium? Okay, we got a Wix ad, so that was kind of on topic. So my duck, I guess that's how you say your name, is interested in the newsletter business but needs to pick a niche. Okay, well that's cool. Who else is interested in the newsletter business? I'm very curious. Who else is curious about that? Now, what's cool, I'm going to be covering this in a future session, is that this newsletter business model, you can merge it with Push Button AI. So you can take the Push Button AI sites that you're building, and I'm going to show you how you can monetize your email newsletter with a Push Button AI site. That's, at the end of the day, that's where we're going with all of this. So we're going to be using boosts and affiliate programs to get paid to build our list, right? So we're going to make a little money building our list. But ultimately, I'm going to show you how to use Push Button AI to make some serious cash with your email newsletter list. So this newsletter system is actually a traffic strategy for selling the courses that you make in Push Button AI. So being a little sneaky, I didn't quite explain it that way, but that's my ultimate agenda, is to help you build your newsletter platform is your traffic strategy. And then on the back of it, you'll be promoting your Push Button AI course to make even more money. So that's where we're going with this training. So I think we have several segments in the upcoming weeks that I'll be covering, and I'll be going through each step of the process And then I'll be revealing to you guys where we're at as well as we go. Cool. All right. Then let's do our final round of questions, and then we'll wrap it up for the day. We have anything to answer? Yeah.
Yeah, I like this question. Have you done anything with gamifying or experiential engagement?
I have. So one of the things that one of the first software products I ever launched online was a tool for doing just that. It gamified and created viral tell-a-friend contests, basically. And you absolutely can use that to build a list. So you can use that kind of incentivized engagement to build a subscriber list. Works really, really well. Okay. Cool. All right. So looks like I see some feedback, Nick. We probably need to finish setting up the flow when people subscribe at the end.
Okay.
I think our posts are not showing up on our site, so people don't see them after they subscribe.
I see.
Yeah. And then we can double check that the free report is getting sent out too. You know, the AI report. I see someone saying they didn't get it, but.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Vicky, who didn't get the report, so after you opt in and subscribe, you should absolutely get access to it. It's a link that they go view on Beehive, isn't it, Nick?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. Any other questions?
Can we add, same person who asked the one about experiential engagement, can we add the gamified incentives to courses?
There's no like software built in to gamify the courses. Yeah, that's not part of the system currently. I mean, it's a fantastic idea. I love it, but it's not built into the system to do it automatically. But I think that would be a fantastic idea. And there's a lot of ways to do it without fancy software, where you can gamify them completing a lesson and then, sending you an email, for example, would be one way to do it. And if they complete that step, they get a prize. And there's a few tools you could use to even automate, the receiving of emails and responding back. But yeah, it's not built into the push button AI system. I just want to make sure that was clear. All right, then I think we're done unless there's any other questions.
I looked at the automation I have set up to send the report.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very tiny wait, and I see some subscribers in that portion of the workflow. So that might be the problem why the report's not coming out.
Oh, it's a tiny delay.
Yeah, so maybe I'll get rid of that. I don't know, but there's a little delay, and there's so it's 1 minute. So
okay, there you go. So your email should show up with your free AI report when you subscribe, and within a minute. All right, cool. Then that's it for questions, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll do a final plug for Push Button AI. What you want to do, if you would like to build an entire business and have AI create the whole thing, from finding the domain name to setting up your hosting, launching your website, writing your email sequence, writing your sales letter, creating an entire course, getting a free report, creating your social media posts, creating your ads, and a whole bunch more, then go to pushbutton.ai/demo and schedule a chance to talk to one of our people. They'll demo the technology so you can see it for yourself. They'll help you pick a niche market. They'll help you outline your very first course business. And then we'll find out if Push Button AI is a good choice for you. We are actively looking for people who are willing and able to build, grow, and stick with building a business. And if that's you, we would love to hear from you. Go to pushbutton.ai/demo and find out if you're qualified to get access to our beta program. This is the early version of the system that we're only letting a small group of people in before we open to the public later on. And yeah, that's the big final plug. And on that, I want to thank producer Nick. Thank you so much for your help again this week. And everybody who tuned in, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. And bye for now. Final ad break. All right. So I inserted the ads. And here we'll have a little fun. I guess I'll play the presidents while we wait. Let's do this.
The presidents, celebrities, or characters in this video are all fake and generated by artificial intelligence.
You know, the other day while I was resting my eyes, I woke up to find that I'd built an entire online business.
Really, Joe? How'd you manage to do that?
Well, you see,
Wait a minute, Sleepy Joe. Let me guess. You had push-button AI do all the work, didn't you?
That's right, Donald. It found me a fantastic domain name, built out a complete site, set up my shopping cart so I can get paid, and even wrote an entire email sales campaign for me, all while I was napping.
Well, I've been using push-button AI too. And believe me, my new business, it's huge. The best. So much winning, you wouldn't believe.
This push-button AI sounds phenomenal.
Oh, it is. It's almost as genius as I am.
But with better hair, no doubt.
Guys, all this talk is boring to me. What everyone needs to do is click the link of this video and go to the masterclass to see how to use this powerful technology to build their own profitable online business.
Well, if Elon says it, it must be worth a shot.
You're right, Barry. Everyone should click the link right now.
I can't believe I'm going to agree with Joe, but this masterclass sounds like it's going to be huge. Absolutely terrific. The best masterclass ever given, probably.
Okay, guys, how about we hit that link? Time is money.